Well, here we are at Church of St Mary and Virgin, Bearley, on a sunny day, 1 mile from Stratford-upon-Avon. There have been many reports of a Shakespearean ghost roaming this church and churchyard. One of the sightings has been made by a local resident who used to be caretaker of this church and parish. The church.
Yeah.
I'll show you a copy of that.
Heard the footsteps all the way up the aisle, up into the chancel.
Yeah, yeah,
And I knew there was someone there,
yeah.
and I heard them go back. That happened on several occasions. And one Palm Sunday, I was putting the palms on the altar,
Yeah,
and I was walking up the aisle with these great big palm branches,
yeah,
and I was just touched on one side, and out of the way, I went on up with these branches, and I swear I never arranged them. And everybody said how beautiful they looked, but I didn't do them.
no.
I could come back here and my grandmother would say, "You've met it again, have you?"
And I feel I'm drawn to this area because of a homing instinct and interest which I get from this Shakespearean locality. We'll now go towards the church where the ghost of my look-alike ancestor William Sly, or William Shakespeare, has been seen many times. This is the pathway which leads up to the church and where the sightings of the Shakespearean ghost have been reported. Warm feelings from this area, this particular area. I'd like to introduce you now to a witness to the Shakespearean ghost and psychic. How do you do?
I also followed through the pathway there, down by the gate, there was a nice feeling, a warm feeling, a very warm feeling. But as it came towards this entrance, I find a very strong, it is an energy, it's a settled energy, but it's probably just further back, but it's very, very strong.
Yes, it's the top part of the church. See the most energy. Top, the window, I think it's by the window somewhere.
What does it look like?
Well, it's small and it's something similar to your build. It has you've got your features and also the Shakespearean costume. I get a costume, I get a coloured costume, which is something like 2 to 2.5 foot off of the ground, and it's actually rising. It's a settled presence, very, very settled.
Down in the church now, where most of the sightings and hearing sound have been recorded. The door won't open. Oh yes. Yes, we've opened the door now. There you go. Right. It's a bit musty inside. With an echo in the voice. Where the footsteps were heard by the local caretaker. Just up these steps.
This is where I...
Where footsteps were distinctly heard while the local caretaker was in the church, tidying and cleaning everywhere. Some of the articles had been moved. You know the windows, Griff,
Yes.
where you pointed out outside.
This is where I got the feeling.
Where you got the feelings from, which is facing the stairs.
Identical.
Where the sounds that the local residents heard
Yes.
and had a presence and a feeling in the church, in this area.
That's the area. Yes.
That's the area.
There's also, John, as I'm here now, I can get something from down by the font.
And there was a feeling of presence. There was a feeling and a presence in this area, especially at the top there. There you go.
Funny enough, a direction this way, I can see a house. It's sort of a cottage house. I get a feeling of movement